Hello, everybody. So, hope you're all doing well and fine in the whole outbreak thing going on right now. I guess the orders just keep getting crazier and crazier, right? And before I get into the chapter, because that's what we're doing today, we're talking about One Piece chapter 976. I wanted to show you this photo that I did from my photography class a while ago. It's pretty cool. I did I did like this tray that I put over of the exposure, and then I kind of did a dragon for the Kaido thing. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to show before we get too much started into this video or whatever. But anyways, I don't want to make this video super long because I actually have things to do. But this is my day off, so it's pretty late, but I'm really early to the chapter. It was a fan translation, so it's not the best translation. But man, I was just too excited. We had a long 2 weeks break, man. All this stuff going on. I had to. And what a chapter, man! What a chapter. So first, we get the Raizo and I think it was Kawamatsu, right? That was punching, our buddy, the samurai. I can't. Kinumon, I couldn't remember his name for a second, but they punch him because they say, just come on, admit it, man. You're being stupid, like you were being lucky if anything. And then even Denjiro, that was saying how much of how intelligent he was last chapter. Now he's like, come on, man. And then I like how serious it gets and how it has this parallel to the Seven Samurai. That famous telling how all of them died, and now we get this really ominous thing where Kinemon's like, oh, I wasted all my luck, in this one thing. But it's kind of like, well, if that's true, Buggy has been dead for 10 years because he has used all of his luck ten times over, man. You know what I mean? And it's funny how Kinemon has the similarity with Buggy, how he fails upwards. So I don't know, man. I hope that if any of the scabbards live, it's that we at least see Okiku and her brother, reunited. That would be great. I hope Neko shows up before. I don't know. So that's interesting too. That we should talk about is where's Germa? Are they going to participate in it? Like, if are they captured by Big Mom? Is the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates, are they going to show up now or more towards the climax? Because I think it would be a really impactful scene if Luffy actually tells what Ace told him to tell them, because Luffy passed out and he never met those people ever again. So I think it'd be a really, really touching moment if that happens. And obviously they're kick ass in strength, but we don't even know if some of them are alive. And Neko, don't know where he is. So all the scabbards aren't there, and the Vascals aren't all there because Kiku's brother's not there. So there's that. So then we go in. Kawamatsu swims under the water. Then he clashes with Conjuro. There isn't really any there's actually an interesting thing here going on. There's sparks. Every other time it's depicted, there's armament hockey lightning, or there's Conquerus and the Doflamingo one, but it's this is just straight up sparks of two swords clashing. It's so unusual to see that in One Piece. Then we go from there. We go do the we have this reaction. We have my favorite scene probably is all the samurai that end up on Law's boat, and he's like, "Hey, this isn't a hotel for the samurai. Get out. Come on, man." I just it's that it's those little moments that just get you, and then it's also love to it by the end of this chapter. Kid and Law's reaction, what, he's on their boat, and it's too great. Someone pointed out that Law is a former Shichibukai and a supernova, and then Kid's crew has two supernova, and now officially, publicly, Luffy has two supernova and a former Shichibukai. So I think that's pretty funny. Kind of this interesting parallel between the three crews. Then it kind of is confusing, what ships are being taken out, because it looks like the Yakuza boss are just going on their own. I'm not sure if that was another boat or not. The long cannon was a very beautifully drawn panel, especially the one on the left panel. very beautiful, like how it's just, hey, you see the perception really well with the shadowing. Oda doesn't usually try to do those things. And then like I said, you see the Jinbei moment. He just explodes that like boat, and I love the introduction. Helmsman. And we actually see him saying, I just got kind of chills from the way that he's introduced and all that. I think it's really great. I kind of hope that Neko and the Whitebeard pirates don't show up right now. I hope they show up if the Straw Hats really need them. Same thing with I think the Grand Fleet should be there, at least some of the people, because they should be kind of needed when it comes to. I don't think they all need to be there, but like I feel like some of them need to be there. Because the people at the Reverie, they might be busy, like with post Reverie stuff. So politically, they might actually be in the midst of some stuff, especially Leo. But I think it's pretty important that right now, like, they need those numbers. So, fuck, come on, man, bring it on. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else that happened in this chapter. But Shinobu is now, she's kind of replacing Kanjuro as the Scabbards. We saw in the past she actually asked for that, so it's kind of sweet that she's part there now. And like I said, Kawamatsu's the boss. He's going in. Just going in, man. Doesn't give a shit. Kanjuro's drawing in the crane beautifully. Oda does. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, his art style's ugly," but that crane and those clouds, they were pretty cool. And Kanjuro is a very broken Devil Fruit user. I think the only thing that could counter him is like a dry fruit, or something that could dry up ink. It's the only thing I could think of. It's actually an interesting devil fruit because it's something similar to what I was thinking of, like a fan-made devil fruit could be. Like I was thinking a pretty cool one would be Imagine, like you just imagine things, but this is more drawing, so I don't know. Pretty broken devil fruit, but we'll see. Sanji, I kind of am confused why he didn't try to save Momo. We have the Momo thing, and lastly, before I go, did want to say that the Momo thing with him saying that he's not his dad is great character development. We don't always see that with Oda characters, especially with arc exclusive characters. We have seen Momo in other arcs like Zoe and Dressrosa, sort of, and Punk Hazard, but at the same time, it's like Vivi has never said something that applies to her inner monologue out loud. So I just really liked that. I thought that was a great moment. And I thought it was a pretty great chapter. Actually, it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was like great, but that final part, man, reintroduction of Jinbei. Hope Carrot stays on the team because I love Carrot so much. I think the dynamic of this crew right now is perfect where it is. It's like, but yeah, hopefully, and like by maybe chapter 980 at this point, we'll actually get to Onigashima. So. Yeah, anyways, like it, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and see you guys till next time. Bye.